expose this sick fucking society for what it is. Sick, twisted, and absolutely fucking out of their mind. Now, you guys know about Cuties. I talked about this before. Many people on YouTube, white and black, have talked about how fucked up this film is, showing and depicting young girls wearing skimpy outfits and dressing just out of order and dancing on stage in a very sexual, thottish kind of way. But this isn't the first time that we've seen something like this. I'm pretty sure that you guys know that there have been other movies like this as well. But let me take you back to 1978, where they took it even a step further, and it was controversial, but also received critical acclaim from critics, which is fucking sick. There's a very sick and disturbing movie called Pretty Baby that came out back in 1978. It stars Susan Sarandon here and a very young Brooke Shields. Guess how young she was back then in 1978? She was only 12 years old. This movie is very disturbing because it's about Brooke Shields being a 12-year-old girl sold into prostitution. And I believe that Susan Sarandon plays the person that's in charge of the brothel that this young Brooke Shields is at. And she decides that at 12 years old, Brooke Shields should have her virginity taken away from her. So, along with the other females in the brothel, she decides to auction off Brooke Shields. This is all going on in the movie. What makes this even more controversial is the fact that Brooke Shields actually gets nude. She has nude scenes in this movie, having sex with a very older man. Actor Robert Carradine, I believe, who was in his late 20s or early 30s at this time, actually had sex scenes in this movie. They thought that they could make it so realistic and that it would be so amazing to see how they're opening the eyes of people with prostitution, just like they're doing with this Cuties thottish behavior of dancing. They did the same thing with her at 12 years old. Now, I don't think that Cuties is going to have any kind of nudity in it or any kind of sex in it, but the fact that they even had a 12-year-old Brooke Shields, who is still a child at that time, having sex scenes in this fucking film, showing what she doesn't even have yet as a young girl, was actually fucking sick. This is the sick minds of these people that some black people say are your best choice, that black people want to defend, that black people, they'll throw their own people under the bus for. This came from a sick mind from that fucking society, alright? Can you imagine a 12-year-old getting married to an older man that's old enough to be her brother, her older brother, or even her father? This is what they did in this movie, Pretty Baby. So this is Pretty Baby repeating itself over again. Like I said, may not have nudity in it. I hope it doesn't. And sexual scenes, I hope it doesn't. But like I said, I won't be supporting Cuties. But this is the mind of the people that make shit like this. It should not surprise you. Like I said, it was an African woman that made that particular concept for that movie. But look who backed it. Look who produced it. Look who has put it out there. It's those people from the so-called dominant society that did shit like this years ago, thinking it's okay for little girls to have sex with older men on camera. Okay? Child pornography, child prostitution, disgusting. That's why I will never have any respect for these fucking people.